I never imagined 2 weeks could feel like a lifetime. My name is Daniel, and I had been married to Clara for 6 years. On the surface, our marriage seemed normal. We shared responsibilities, laughs, and even dreams for the future. But something had been wrong for 2 weeks, and I couldn't ignore it any longer. It started subtly. Clara began avoiding intimacy, touches, hugs, even casual gestures that had once been routine. At first, I brushed it off. She's probably stressed, I thought. But day after day, nothing changed. For 14 days, she kept me at a distance, ignoring me in ways that hurt more than any argument ever could. I tried to ask her about it gently. "Clara, is something wrong? Are we okay?" She would shrug or give vague responses. "I'm fine, Daniel. Just tired." By day 10, I realized this wasn't about tiredness. It was deliberate, a silent punishment or an attempt to assert control. But I had learned over the years that love alone isn't enough if respect and communication are missing. On day 15, something happened that pushed me over the edge. Clara came to me, nonchalantly, asking for a large sum of money for an urgent expense. Normally, I would have helped without question. But after 2 weeks of being ignored and treated as invisible in my own marriage, I felt a mix of anger, disappointment, and disbelief. Instead of reacting emotionally, I calmly replied, "You've ignored me for 14 days. You've shut me out emotionally and physically. You're asking me for money now?" "No." Clara froze. Her eyes widened, and for the first time in weeks, she seemed shocked. "Daniel, wait. I just need this. It's important." I shook my head. "Clara, respect and honesty are worth far more than money. You can't treat me like I don't exist for 2 weeks and expect me to comply with every demand immediately. This is not just about money, it's about boundaries, trust, and fairness." Her face fell. She had expected me to cave, to give in as I often had in the past. But my response stunned her. I wasn't angry, not in a screaming, dramatic way. I was calm, firm, and clear, showing her that manipulation, neglect, and betrayal wouldn't be rewarded. For the next few days, we had serious conversations. Clara admitted that she had been frustrated with work and life in general, taking it out on me by withdrawing intimacy and attention. She confessed that asking for money while ignoring me was selfish, manipulative, and unfair. I listened quietly, but I also made it clear that her behavior had consequences. Love alone wasn't enough to sustain our marriage if mutual respect, communication, and consideration were absent. Weeks later, we began working on rebuilding trust and boundaries. Clara made efforts to communicate better, express her frustrations appropriately, and reconnect with me emotionally. I remained cautious, knowing that past behavior often predicts future patterns, but her genuine acknowledgement of her mistakes gave me hope. Looking back, those 14 days were a turning point. They taught me that patience, self-respect, and calm assertiveness are more powerful than anger or punishment. By setting clear boundaries and responding decisively, I forced Clara to confront the consequences of her behavior, something she had avoided for too long. I learned an important lesson. In relationships, neglect and manipulation should never be tolerated, no matter how much love exists. Actions have consequences, and sometimes the most effective response is not confrontation or anger, but clear, calm, and firm boundaries. Clara's shock at my response showed me that respect cannot be demanded, it must be earned. And once someone realizes that their attempts at manipulation no longer work, that's when real growth and change can begin. By standing my ground, I didn't just protect myself, I also gave our marriage a chance to reset on healthier terms. Love alone is fragile. Respect, boundaries, and accountability are what make relationships strong and lasting.